Hello everybody. This is Mr. Raymond W, and I'm coming back to you with yet another episode of my single player series against the Allies. You may notice I'm not in the game. This is because I want to get something addressed right off the bat, in case anybody wants to skip. So, if you are coming from the Discord or you are new, or perhaps you are watching this in the future, and you do not want to dig through a million messages, this is the episode for you. So I did some tests, let's put it this way, about the Air Force plan that I had, about the way I'm training pilots. Some people challenged my point of view, so I said, okay, let's test it out. And I did, and let's just say that I discovered some things that are quite interesting. Perhaps I'm not the first to discover them, certainly not, but this is the first time I've ever heard of them. So, unfortunately, they affect my pilot training plan in this series and others quite significantly, so I want to get to them right away. This I'm also going to show you. I don't know if it's an exploit or whatever, but I want to adjust my turbo boosting plan because it still works mainly. The only difference is that, well, let's get through them, shall we? So, first of all, let's boot up the game. So, I did some tests. First of all, the first test was about the leaders, because many people, shut up. Many people in everywhere really believe that leaders play a significant role for training pilots. So I did some testing, 3 examples, one of which was a good leaders. It is Fuchida, 100 pilot squads, all filled with nothing but 30 XP pilots. One of them is a good leader, one of them is a dogshit leader, and the third is a leader with good admin. And let me show you the results. Here we are back again. Take a look at this. Average experience 33 and 54. Okay. The second one, 33 and 53. Hello, what's going on? And here 33 and 54. So quite clearly, it does not matter that what you do. This is after 30 days. I also ran the test twice, this time with custom-made leaders, just to see maybe. This is one with the max skill, which is leadership. By the way, if you want to make a custom leader, skill means leadership. Take a look. 3356. This is, by the way, a good trash mark to note mentally. This is generally after a month of training. This is what you should be expecting. If you do not get this, you should be asking yourself questions. What is wrong with my training program? This is, as far as I can see, the best efficiency possible to get training with fighters anyway. You see, all of them, even though they have completely different stats, this guy has 99 air, they all have the exact same output. This guy has 99 admin, exactly the same output. Quite interesting. So, even though in the pilot addendum in this game, it says, it says that the skills of the leader matter, they quite clearly do not. Let me show you another one. Test 2 was about veterans, because many people, me included, believe that veterans put into a squad boost the XP gain. Now, first of all, I believed that pilots always trend towards this number. But frankly, that is not the case. They simply have an internal progress bar, sort of a level up bar, and they seem to simply fill it, whatever the case. This one, for example, 100 pilots, 4 of them, this is example 1, yeah? So 1 out of 25 is a veteran. In example 2, it's 2 out of 25, so 8 veterans, and then 3 out of 25, so it's 12 pilots that are veterans. And let us look at the output. Take a look at this. You see? Now, the averages don't really matter that much here because, of course, more veterans means a bigger average. But take a look at the average pilot. All of them are around 37 and 60 XP and skill. And take a look. Exactly the same. Also for this guy, 12 veteran pilots. Exactly the same output. So I'm very sorry to say, even though I like this system as well, it makes sense from a historical perspective, but it does not work in the game. Having pilots, veteran pilots, or having good leaders does not improve the training whatsoever. I will tell you what does improve the game, however. That being, first of all, as the allies, you get these off-map bases. Now we tested this. I don't think I have the screenshots actually. Hold on. No, I do not. Whatever, you can dig them up. They are in the Discord if you want to see them. But you'll just have to trust me on this. So I have one squad of not zeros, Warhawks in the eastern USA. One of them in Marchfield, and one of them in Pearl Harbor. Now I tested them, and the fastest one by far was the one in the eastern USA. Now why is that? Well, it turns out that off-map bases get essentially about twice or 3 times maybe the faster skill boost than the rest of the map. Why? Do not ask me. Now, there was a discrepancy also between Pearl Harbor and Marchfield. And also, I did a test later between San Francisco and Marchfield and LA. And Marchfield was consistently being outdone. Now, why is that? Well, the simple answer is that the airbase being smaller. I have no idea why this is not mentioned anywhere in the game, but this is quite observably the case, that bigger airbases cause pilots to be trained better. Unfortunate that nobody knew about this. Maybe I just didn't dig up enough information about the game. Maybe somebody was yelling about it to me, but I did not figure it out myself. I had to test it out. There you go. Another thing that we tested was training cap versus sweep versus escort. Is this after a month? Yes, it is. And take a look. This one is with sweep. 34 and 56. Take a look at this. Sorry. This is with escort, 33 and 56. Exactly the same practically. So you can train either one. Now, one other one, which is interesting, is Cap. Cap is a bit different. You can see they got a lot more XP and a bit more air, but zero defensive stat. Now this is quite curious, because this, and this also applies generally towards other squads as well. Practical missions work on the main skill plus the XP, but they do not work on two skills at once. So training gives you this and this, but just doing the operations themselves just give you these two. For example, this might be useful, for example, if you're doing ASW. If you train for ASW, say, you're gonna get ASW skill, obviously, XP, and perhaps some defense. Meanwhile, if you do ASW at 100%, you are only going to get ASW and XP, and perhaps faster. Now there is also a mechanic in the game, I have not tested this yet, but considering that it is in the pilot addendum and I have seen it in other cases, where if the XP of a pilot is 5 points higher than the main skill of the thing that it is doing, for example this, and naval torpedo bombing. Let's take a look. These guys have 90 XP and 87 torpedo bombing. So by simply doing training, they will not get pretty much any XP or skill, right? But if I put them at ASW, because they have, this guy has 90 XP and only 49 ASW, because this number is so much bigger than this one, they essentially, they don't transfer, but they give them a boost. They essentially give 3 points. So respecking a pilot is incredibly easy. I know this is weird, because you normally think that a pilot that is super specialized is only good at one thing. But you realistically, you want to specialize, get high XP if you want to maximize the system, right? You want to get as much XP as quickly as possible so that you can get free points, so that you don't even have to level them up, let's say. You just get them. And I can actually pull this up. Give me 1 second. I'll pull up the pilot addendum so you can see that I'm not bullshitting. Let me switch over. Here it is. Let's see where it says that. And there you go. You see this? This is a bit questionable. Let's put it this way. And this is of course true. There you go. If the experience level is higher than the best skill by more than 5 points, then a skill based on the group's mission might, questionable English, they surely are Americans, gains the accumulated points instead. So, essentially the higher experience the better, of course. But then you can switch the mission's XP to a different skill, and you can start building that skill. Quite interesting. I will be making full use of this information. But, so what did we learn? What's the conclusion? This took like an entire day, by the way, of testing. I also did some things with TrackCon, but they are quite inconclusive as of yet, and I am. It's very hard to quantify it. There you go. So what did we learn today? So the commander is useless. The veterans are useless. The selecting different skills, such as sweep or escort, is useless. They are both the same. Generally speaking, the best guide that I've seen is Damien's guide, and it seems to be pretty accurate, all things considered. No altitude seems to be, besides the benchmarks, seem to be relevant. But the XP is very much relevant. The airfield size is very much relevant. And possibly, of course, naval support is important. I mean, aviation support is important, because if you don't have enough, the planes don't take off, you know? So there you go. And presumably supply too. So there you go. That's pretty much it. Oops. Oops. Let's get back to our game, eh? There you go. And actually, let me boot the thing up again. Hold on. There you go. So, let's get on with our turn, shall we? So, today we're gonna start the invasion of Numea. We will see how it goes. Also, perhaps, actually, I'm gonna scratch this. No reason to do this now. Also, this will be reserved for the future. Let's say, put it here. Also, these oilers are gonna be preserved for later, and my turbo boosting plan will begin to be put in action. Let's get into the game, because we spent enough time dilly-dallying. So, about the training plan. So, what am I gonna change? For example, these guys. These guys are training here with low efficiency. Of course, Japan does not have any off-map bases, so we cannot use that. But these guys, for example, I'm gonna transfer them. You can sort by size. They can go to Hankou or to Kaifeng. Huh. For some reason I thought Shanghai was a level 10 airfield. It is not. That is curious. Okay. So I guess Mukden, I think I'm gonna expand it. And I'm gonna rebase these aircraft there. Again, you can sort by size. There you go. And they're gonna be a lot better served there. And I'm gonna do the same thing for I guess I don't need to do this everywhere, since Hankou is going to be Hankou and Kaifeng are already pretty big bases, but same applies in Japan. Let's see. This guy training in a level 1 port, no longer, my friend. No longer. You're gonna go to Tokyo. Now on the front line, I did, by the way, a bunch of this came from my gut instinct that these pilots train slower. And I didn't understand why. Well, this is why. They have a level 5 airfield. So I'm gonna be moving them to Rabaul, where the airfield will be bigger. Same with many of these guys will go either to Bangkok or to Singapore. Now on the map itself, not much happening, some battles, some cleaning up operations. Oh yeah, our BBs are taking off to bombard the Moulmein. I'm gonna coordinate the bombardment with these guys attacking so that I can wipe them off the map. Some battles in China as per usual. You're attacking, right? You're attacking. You are not attacking. Good thing I took a look. Okay. And also chasing these guys, we are gonna wipe the floor with all of these Chinese units. Not much in Japan, actually. Oh, and yeah, of course. Let's take a look at the last turn, just to refresh our memory. Of course, we captured that base. We captured Canton Island, so we captured some fortresses. Our engineers in Japan are gonna be very appreciative. We sunk a bunch of ships by subs and our carriers, and we lost some ships of our own due to a somewhat failed invasion of Medan. Okay, but we still landed, and we're gonna bomb them into oblivion. Still marching everywhere in the Philippines. This is a nightmare to deal with. Our ships are moving all over the place. Yeah, and our carriers here are gonna get into action. We'll see. And they are going to Singapore in the end. Good. Our carriers over here are going to here in order to intercept both of these hexes. We'll see what we do. And here is the invasion of Numea. Let's hope our boys do us proud. Let us hope. I also got some stuff on the way happening, invasions, extra. All is looking good for the Empire. Hopefully we do not meet too much resistance in Numea. That is my only hope. We see some bombers, so that's not a good thing, but they only have 2 units, theoretically. Perhaps that is a lie. There you go. I can't wait for this rail line to be open so that I can finally... These guys are finally going to Bangkok. Because I really need some engineers here. Take a look, I have no engineers. In order to build this airfield so I can start bombing Rangoon. They have been free for far too long. Not much stuff into here. By the way, if you ever notice my TRACON pilots doing something, please point it out to me. Because I very much want to gather some information about that. Yeah. Let's turn the turn. Hopefully we will also capture Guam. Finally, Jesus Christ. Guam lasted longer than Bataan. That's not exactly great. But there you go. Finally we captured some of those shitty bases. Let us go. Oh yeah, our boys are patrolling in Numea. We sink an AK, that's good. This guy detects a destroyer, okay. We're sinking Luckenbach, okay. In Luganville, that is good. It's probably carrying supplies. Easier job on our carriers, very nice. Oh, here's an AG, okay, right at the tip of our arrow formation. And they have vehicles on board, that is nice. Let's get it, boys. Of course, our boys over King are doing us proud. 2v2, that's not too nice. But ooh, take a look. They have P40s here. From where? P40s in China? That is not so nice. We shall see what we do with that information. I started bombing here just to destroy some supply of theirs and to not let them build forts. Our Tojos are still running without any interference over Rangoon. If only I still had some aviation support. Yeah. Come on, carriers. Watch me get bad weather over them again. Last turn they did good. What the hell? Oh god. Oh god. Oh no. Oh yeah, eat flak. Eat flak. Oh god, I did not even consider this. When do... Jesus. Don't you dare. We dodged the bullet there. We so dodged the bullet. Oh no, here we go again. Eat flak, motherfucker. You bastard, you absolute bastard. 2. I really wished my bombers would have taken off. But the ESET takes 2 torpedoes. Yeah. We get it. And no, it does not seem that we have bad weather. And we do a shitty job of bombing stuff. 1 bomb into whatever. Okay. Not a good job. Come on, launch a proper strike. These guys are doing an excellent job of striking every turn. They don't even have bad fatigue. Oof, they do take some AA damage. But we do destroy some buffaloes on the ground. Maybe I should bump up the altitude. Where are our escorts? I do not know. But we do some good damage. That is nice. Here are our bombers. Thank you very much. Let's see how you defend against this. With your shitty fucking buffaloes. Horrible damage, but there you go. Oh, fuck off. These damn wildebeests, I hate them. Don't you dare. Don't you dare. Don't you dare strike my Nagato. I swear my Nagato is cursed. Both in this game and my previous game. My Nagato got absolutely demolished. It didn't sink, but somehow. Christ. I hate them so much. Eat flak. I hope they at least detach so they can repair. Here we are, landing everywhere again. Yeah, some stuff moving into Wenkao. I mean, whatever. Here we are attacking the forces, the retreating forces from Loyang. Yeah, absolutely demolishing them. They are probably not surrendering yet. Okay. One of them surrenders. 21,000 casualties. 3 of them surrender. Yeah. They have like 1 division whole in that entire stack. And these guys again fail to do much damage. I should perhaps detach like 2 divisions to go deal with that. We captured Penxiang. This is a very important strategic objective because it is the only base in this area. Yeah. We fail here somehow. Okay. I hate them. I hate when they do not surrender. But we are inching closer to Xi'an in the north. And we captured this base. Next we're gonna advance on Medan and inflict God's punishment upon them. We just bombard a little bit and we can see not much damage. Oh, come on. These bastards. Manila, you can see our armored stuff got in there. And they are attacking us at Davao. Could you not come in like yesterday? Like hello? They are shock attacking us at Kukong. Now that's an interesting maneuver. Holy moly, they actually do well. That's not great. Are they doing like my strategy? Okay. I guess they did I think they railed quite a bunch of stuff here. That is interesting. Okay. We attack these bases just to capture them. Because why not? Singapore gets to size 7, Rabaul to size 5, and Makassar to size 4, thank God. Because we really needed that. Okay. 5th, 70th. Oh yeah. It's those guys. Good. But by the way, earlier what I wanted to say about turbo boosting planes is that I want to get higher XP with float plane pilots, right? And then repurpose them, essentially, because they can retrain faster than we can train, if you will. And this bastard gets a torpedo into one of our tankers. It is the only tanker that is going there, so this is a bit of a problem. We need to replace it. I do not like that. Here are some more subs. Taking out a shitty AKL, okay. They were just going back to port, so yeah. Not a big trouble. We are hitting that supply quite hard. Here we go again, bombing them properly now, thank God. And again, could we not have done this yesterday? These bastards are still alive. Okay. Here we go again over Chungking. This time we are victorious. And we get a 2-1. Okay. They probably do not have that much more in chunking at this point. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Even more. Very good. Oh, these guys are the ones from Hankow. Good. Those guys again. Okay. Oh, here is the second Kiduptai. Thinking two tankers. Very nice. And because for some reason we do not detect any ships anywhere, we bomb nothing. Good job. Hopefully I don't have Nagumo on the job. Dogshit leader, okay. And again the tip of our formation thinks a cargo ship. And here you go. Railing stuff everywhere. Finally we cross into Babaldob. Adik Balikpapan, I mean. Oh, and we attack here again. They apparently, one of them got lost, so we kill them. 4,000, very nice. And once again, good amount of damage, and finally we cross into here. And thank you. Oh yeah. Yeah.
This is Orphan Anne at Radio Tokyo, bringing you some hot music and another blow to your morale. Today, our High Command announced that the ever-victorious forces of the Japanese Empire have captured Balikpapan.
There you go. Thank you, Tokyo Rose. Announcing to the world our greatness. Thinking some shitty ships, shitty planes. Oh ho ho, here come our divisions into Manila. What you gonna do, Americans? What you gonna do? They're gonna shock attack us here again in Kokong. That's not nice. They destroy a unit, wow. Probably that recon unit. We are surrounded at Kokong. What? How? I'm not sure about that. That does not seem right. And we of course take damage because these damn Chinese are just coming in, leaving the base. Fuchao, where even is Fuchao? Fuchao. What the hell? I'm sure I told one unit to stay here. Whatever. But this is the end of the turn, okay. Let's take a look just a little bit. Yeah, we moved into here, good. And into here. Partially. Very weird that there is nothing here left. Okay. Air losses wise, 25 to 67, that's good. Oh, take a look. Most of them in China, interestingly enough. Take a look. Let's take a look at our boys. No recon this turn, okay. Let's take a look at our best boys here. They do still have good morale. 23 pilots, I think we lost a couple. 40 kills for 13, okay. Almost aces, very nice. And over here, let's take a look real quick. Oh yeah, this is... Take a look. He said to torpedoes and said, Who even cares? Yeah. There you go. British torpedoes. A bit more damage on the Nagato, but this is easily manageable. I'm just gonna keep going as if nothing happened. And nothing will happen, because I will be taking care of you very soon. Only 9 killed pilots, that is good. We do lose 2 ships last turn, and they lose a bit more. There you go. Well, that's it for this turn, guys. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.